It is the summer of 2018, and that means it's Cube Draft. And for those of you who don't know, this is the format with some of the most powerful cards in Magic's history. You really want to be drafting an archetype in this format because the decks are very powerful and you need good gameplay. Alright, so here we have Dack Fayden. There's a lot of good artifacts in this format. Also, the looting effect is very good. You can reanimate things, or just get flashback spells, or just dig into a good card. So Dack Fayden is definitely a good candidate. Ancient Tomb is a good card to accelerate out stuff, so you can have like Wildfire or just good artifacts. Snapcaster is a good value card, but I really want some 1 or 2 drop instant sources before I take Snapcaster. If I have Ancestral Recall, I would really like a Snapcaster Mage. I'm gonna take Dack Fayden. I think the card is incredible. Stealing a mana rock is very good, and then that leaves you with a looter in play. So the +1 loots 2. Ultimate is basically irrelevant. You never get to that, but every now and then again it could happen. New Planeswalker here. I apologize that you can't see the pictures, but I will blame Magic Online for that. Karn Scion of Earth is a pretty good card. Here I think it is about the 2 common 3-drops here. So Pestermite is very good in a Splinter Twin archetype. So you get either Splinter Twin or Kiki-Jiki Mirror Breaker. Then you go Infinite. That is actually a viable strategy. There's also Deceiver, Exarch, and Zealous Conscript. I could also take Compulsive Research, which is a solid card. But Pestermite Splinter Twin is an incredible combo. So I think I'm going to take Pestermite. I could get punished if I don't get the combo. I don't think Pestermite is good enough on its own. Compulsive would also maybe let me play with a Goblin Welder, so I would have Dack Fayden and Compulsive Research to put artifacts in my graveyard, then get them back to Goblin Welder. But I don't have Goblin Welder yet, and it's not that impressive. So I'm going to take Pestermite. It's a little bit of a speculative pick, but this is vintage Cube Draft. Almost every card is good, so you almost never end up with a lack of playables. And I also found the earlier you can get into the Pestermite, the more likely you are to get the combo. Because if you take Pestermite and Deceiver aggressively, then the other players may not take Splinter Twin if it's open in the later stages. Here there is nothing good really for red-blue. I mean, Frost Titan is not the best Titan. I actually don't even like the card that much. I think it's weak. There is Teferi. I played with this card the other day and I was very impressed. It's a card you can splash. I mean, it's pretty easy to splash in this format. So I think I'm going to take that. Dual Caster Mage is kind of similar to Snapcaster Mage. I want cheap instants or sorceries like Ancestral Recall or Ponder before I take this. I'm going to take Teferi. Sometimes Twin end up being Jeskai, because you can get the Restoration Angel, which goes infinite with Kiki-Jiki. Now this pack is, I can choose between Mana Fixing, Invulnerable Fumarole, an aggressive Guise of Saint Traft. Maybe I would go into some white-blue tempo deck. I am not impressed with Guise though. I think the blue-white deck almost always end up being controlling, and it's not that great then. So this Mana Fix also, I kind of like the creature lands in this cube because there's a lot of Planeswalkers, and it's what often happens is your opponent plays a Planeswalker, taps out for it, and then you can have a creature land to pressure it. So like if they have James the Mind Sculptor, it's much harder for them to just tap out for it and brainstorm if you have a creature. Also helps fix. And if I'm 3 colors, I would definitely like that. There's also Vedalken Shackles, an impressive card, but you need to be playing pretty heavy blue. Alright, this pack is pretty weak. I'm going to take Sour of Temptation. It keeps me a little bit more open than Burst Lightning, which is the other option. There are a lot of matchups where Burst Lightning is just dead. If you play against a control deck or combo deck, the card doesn't do anything. It's pretty good to have against mono red or green Ram, but other than that, it doesn't do too much. Sour is a nice card. Sometimes your opponent doesn't have a removal, then it's just control magic that gets you to flyer. And if you have like Imperial Recruiter, you can search for it. Imperial Recruiter, of course, goes very nicely with the Twin combo because it searches up Pestermite or Kiki-Jiki. And let's say you have Imperial Recruiter and search up Kiki-Jiki. Then you can Kiki-Jiki copy the Imperial Recruiter and get the other part of the combo. That's pretty good. Here is basically nothing I want. I mean, Darkstick Shores is a good fixture, but you often do not end up being black, so not great. I think the best card in the pack is either Lotus Cobra or Talia. It depends on what kind of archetype you are. I think I'm going to take Sun Titan. It's a pretty good card if you end up blue-white. I mean, I could just abandon red or splash red, and Sun Titan is decent. I like it much better than the Frost Titan because it creates card advantage. So let's say your opponent kills your Titan. The Frost Titan didn't do much. Sun Titan got back something. Alright, Commit Memory is a fine interactive card. I like the fact that it can either deal with the spell on the stack or deal with a pesky permanent in play. And the Time Twister effect almost never happens, but you never know. There's also 4 spike, but it's a little too situational. Haven't seen any of the twin combos, which is a little scary. Here, Council's Judgment is a quite excellent removal spell. Deals with any non-land permanent, including True-Name Nemesis or Inkwell Leviathan or Preemptus. So Hexproof doesn't help, Shroud doesn't help, and it deals with almost anything. Again, Chain Lightning is a fine card, but sometimes I like Taiga if I have Ancient Grudge, but not have it yet. So maybe I'm just gonna end up blue-white. In that case, Unexpectedly Absent is a pretty good card. Fleet Wisp is also good, but we don't have too many good Enter the Battlefield effect yet, so this is a pretty good card. I also take Vax Weird Tier, but yeah. Ooh, Supreme Verdict. Like that. So, Time Reinforcement is an insanely good card against mono red, and some fools try to play mono red in this cube, but it's much better in the Legacy cube. So, pretty nice sideboard card. Mirror Angel isn't horrible, especially if you get some fetch lands. And I can either take a green fixer or a white red fixer. This is also has the upside of being a dual land, so I could maybe fetch this. And Talia is a good sideboard card against Storm, although it's kind of weak in general because this looks like a control deck. So I'm going to be looking. I might abandon red if I don't see any twin pieces. It could just be blue-white control. It's not an archetype I like too much because it's a little too. I like to be proactive in the cube because it's hard to answer everything. That's a problem being a control deck. Like if I have a bunch of creature removal and they are playing Storm, that's bad. And if I have a bunch of counter spells and they are playing a red aggressive deck, I mean, that's not good either. Ooh, alright. So now it's a decision time. Bribery is an excellent card. Can sometimes be weak if your opponent playing a small creature deck, the mono white, mono green, mono red, but it's generally pretty good. Elspeth I'm not too impressed of actually. There is also Sneak Attack, and that would mean that I would probably abandon the white. Then we're looking for Eldrazi. I've already seen Kozilek go by, but there are Emrakuls, there are Blightsteel Colossus, and also something like Inferno Titan. And the card is insanely powerful. I could then go back to being blue-red. As I said, there's a lot of playables in the cube, so that will leave me with only 4 playables. But yeah, I think Bribery is good, but it's not incredible. And I'm gonna take a chance on Sneak Attack. Ooh, Jace the Mind Sculptor. Well, the only thing I would have taken over Jace the Mind Sculptor would have been a Splinter Twin or a Kiki-Jiki, but there is nothing like that in this pack, so this is working out pretty good. Doesn't mean I have to change anything. Jace is insane both in Twin and Blue-White Control, and even if I end up Jeskai. So. Jace better than all. Alright. Well, this pack is not great. There is no twin combo, there is nothing to cheat into play. I could take Inspiring Vantage if I would end up being Jeskai. I could also take Daze, that is a card I like quite a lot because you often tap out in this format. So you can tap out and counter their spell, or you can get them when they tap out. I think I'm gonna take Daze over Inspiring Vantage. I'm not even sure I'm gonna be yes guys, so I like to have that interaction. There's the Goblin Welder, but there's a little too late for that. I think I may just take this card, Dragon Lord Orjutai. I've been very impressed with that card every time I've had it. And yeah. Falling Crone goes infinite with sneak attack, but right now I can't even do anything about that. So. Alright, so now we have Ulamog. That's pretty good with sneak attack because you can get them for 4 permanents. Is ends looking a little bit messy. If I knew I was going to get that, I might have taken the Inspiring Vantage. But also not giving up too much here. I mean, Linvala is great against the green decks. But Inferno Titan. Great card in the blue-red archetype. Great with sneak attack because you get deal 6 damage divided as you choose, and here you get attack for 6. Alternatively, there is Johnny Vengeance, but it will also lead me to be playing red, so I might as well just take Inferno Titan. Gideon, that's a great card. But can my mana support it? Probably not. I don't like Progenesis too much with sneak attack because you only deal 10 and then you need something else to win the game. Fire Ice is quite good. So 15 playables. If I were to cut the white and just go blue-red, I only have 9 playables. I'm going to take Fire Ice. This card is pretty good even if you can't cast a red part. Just tap something and draw a card. It's decent. And yeah. This looks kind of interesting. Mana Confluence would help me with my mana. Disenchant is good if I were to abandon red. But I think I need a mana fixer here. And Treasure Cruise is, I think, a good card. I'm not even using my graveyard yet, so looks like that could be good. Duck Faden could put cards in my graveyard. So I think that works out fine. And Chandra, Flamecaller, or Joyra. Joyra doesn't do much. I have 3 Planeswalkers and a bunch of other stuff. So I think I'm going to take Chandra. And if I were to splash white, I would probably be splashing Teferi and Dragon Lord Orjutai. So don't want to do anything more than that. And Angel of Invention seems like it could be good. A little bit concerned about my curve. It's a little too high. But we'll see. I think I may want Magma Jet at this point. And I get Gideon anyway. Could be good against Storm. Oblivion Ring. Might splash that too. So we're looking for something big to cheat out, like Emrakul. We're looking for Splinter Twin or Kiki-Kiki. Or we're looking for Sol Ring. That's great. There's also Factor Fiction, which I don't think I'm going to wheel. The card is too good, but it would be very good. Spybluff Canal, however, is not impossible to wheel, and that would help me with my splashing. But yeah, Sol Ring is probably the best card in the cube. So I will not complain. Ooh, Jace wins Prodigy. And honestly, not much cooperation either. Mr. Rainforest doesn't even fix my mana at this point. And I really like Jace. It's not great in this deck because I don't have any cheap cantrips, but we have one more pack to go to find something. And Jace works great with Treasure Cruise. And a cute thing you can do with Sneak Attack is to sneak out a Jace, activate it, and flip it. Then it's not going to get sacrificed. But that's a little bit, I mean, when you have Sneak Attack out, you want to do more powerful stuff. Now I'm looking also for some cheap instants and sorceries. Well, this is a little bit of a disappointing pack. Gilded Lotus would help me splash. It's also pretty powerful. Can cheat it out with Sol Ring. And I don't see anything else that's great here. So I'm going to take Gilded Lotus. Slaying of Sanctity is a great sideboard card against Storm. It's not great against mono red because I usually have a bunch of creatures. But if there are red deck with like 15 burns, but maybe it will be good. Alright, it looks like it didn't work out, the twin plan. So, because here I have a Restoration Angel, but I have no Kiyajiki or Splinter Twin, so. Not that Restoration works with Splinter Twin, but it works with Kiyajiki. So I could take Resto, it's a pretty good card, but it's not doing a ton here for me. Or I can take Vendilion Clique, which is a good disruptive card. I think I'm kind of abandoning the twin plan. Also, Linvala wheels, so maybe white is just wide open. I'm going to take the Clique. And see how that works out. I don't have Time Warp, so Soulfire Grandmaster is not great. Thing in the Eyes. We have Daze, Fire Eyes. Yeah, that's not good enough. Not enough. So, maybe I just take this in case I play against mono red. It could be good to have an early lifelink. Fateless Looting. I mean, I guess. Pretty bad packs, honestly. It's also land tax, but it's hard to make it work. Fateless Looting is good with Treasure Cruise. Ugin, that's really late. There's the Imperial Recruiter, but again, I didn't end up with the twin, so I think I'm just gonna take Ugin. I have a Gilded Lotus and a Sol Ring to accelerate it out, and it is a pretty powerful card. Is there a Bernard? I can't imagine that's gonna be good enough. I think it's between Caracas, which often ends up being pretty good. There's a lot of legends in this queue. Or Batterskull, which is a solid card. It's a little slow. I think I'm going to take Caracas. I think it's just insanely good to have something to get your opponent's legends with. And ooh, Spirebluff Canal. Great, great. And here I can take Izzet-Charm, good disruptive card, or it loots you. I don't have to play this Fateless Looting anymore. Take Lodestone against Storm. Top is just unplayable unless you have Goblin Welder. Or a heavy artifact thing. Ooh, Restoration Angel. Alright, I'm not going to play Pestermite, of course. Because I didn't end up with the twin. So I guess taking Compulsive Research would have been much better. But hey. What can you do? No to Godless Shrine. Let's see, we have a little bit of a challenge in the deck building here. But I'm going to splash white. I'm not sure I'm going to splash for Restoration Angel. Let's see. Baneslayer. No respect for the Baneslayer. Alright, so right now I have 4 lands, 25 playables. I'm actually short some playables. Izzet-Charm, Fire Eyes, Commit Memory, Treasure Cruise. Yeah, I don't think Thing in the Ice is going to be good enough. Magma Jet is a little underpowered because if you play against a control deck or a storm deck, it doesn't do enough. But it does help me hit my land drops. I can delve it away for Treasure Cruise. I mean, I protect Jace. I think it could be good enough. And yeah, see his head sticking out. But I don't want to play double white cards in this deck. Or am I just going to play 18 lands. I have some card draw, I have expensive planeswalkers, I have looters. Yeah, I think it could be good to play 18 lands. I'm playing Sol Ring and Gilded Lotus too. Alright, let's add some basic lands. Remember, I have Spire Bluff and Wandering Funeral and Caracas, so I'm basically already playing a Plains in the Caracas. I think I only play 2 and go up to 5. And this should be good enough. We'll see for our number 1. Alright, we are on the play, which is very nice in the Vintage Cube. This is not a great hand, but if I can get out Gilded Lotus, I have Inferno Titan and maybe Ugin, and Commit Memory could buy me some time. This is a sketchy keep, but I think it's just barely good enough. This deck doesn't mulligan very well. Let's see here. Blue, the best color in the cube, and a ponder. So it could be anything. Chooses to shuffle. That's a relief. Treasure. That's not good. That is bad. But it's bad news bears. Black Cliff Cliffs. So this could be a Grixis deck or a Storm deck. Alright, we drew a land. That's nice. We'll have commit next time. And then hopefully Gilded Lotus. Deathrite, that's not a good card in cube. I think it's very hard to get enough lands. Of course my opponent has fetch land, but that's only 1 activation. So I'm just gonna pass and have commit ready. And we'll see what we'll do if next turn if we don't have any other play than Gilded Lotus. I mean, if we don't use commit, that is. So right now the Deathrite's only gonna have 1 shot, but I guess could eat cards from my graveyard for Treasure Cruise. Right, my opponent does nothing. I could commit the Deathrite, but I think that's a little bit more waste. Yeah, I'm gonna cause Gilded Lotus here. Because I can commit most permanents my opponents play anyway. Okay, so opponent dinks me for 2. And I guess Deathrite is pretty good against Jace because it's gonna be hard to flip, but I can live with that. Still a looter. Still a looter. Kolaghan's command would be a blowout here. Kill my Jace and my Gilded Lotus. But hey. You can't play around too many things in cube. I mean, if you have a counter spell, you can. But this counter spell also works after my opponent casts their cards. Shriek, okay. Kills my Jace, but I get to kill something with Ugin here if I draw a land. And I did. So I think I'm gonna go. There's a land in the graveyard. I'm gonna go Ugin. Hang on. Also Inferno Titan, but I think Ugin is better. And I'm gonna kill the Deathrite. I'm not too worried about the loyalty, and it's gone up to 9 loyalty. And if I -5, then Ugin only has 2. So I'm preserving loyalty here. And this stops my opponent from adding a mana with Deathrite. The minus on Ugin is probably gonna get another fetch land. Okay, so my opponent's Deathrite is better than I thought. Okay, Ugin goes down to 6. That's good because it means my opponent's not killing Ugin this turn. Otherwise, they would have attacked me. Right, fetching for 6 mana. This is a Grave Titan. I'm probably just gonna -6 Ugin and trade. No, nothing. Interesting. So I have 10 mana, so I can go Inferno Titan plus Commit Memory. And I think I want to do that before using Ugin in case something weird happens where I want to do something else. So. But yeah. Let's say my opponent can reanimate Shriek or somehow. It doesn't matter which order I do it in, right? I think I'm gonna tap the Lotus. Now I maybe do it like this. And think my opponent. Ugin's ultimate's on 10. Seems very unlikely, but you never know. Now if my opponent kills Inferno Titan here, I'm probably just gonna allow that. Because if I think I'm gonna want to save Commit Memory for something more huge. Let's say I counter that or put it back. Then I go Zealous Conscripts and kill my Ugin. That seems much worse for me. So this looks like something I want to commit. Yeah, definitely. Hope they don't have days. Days. This is a league, so they could have days too. Because it's not a queue. Alright, so let's start by dinking them and threatening ultimate next turn. And I could cost memory here, but it seems better to cost Treasure Cruise, honestly. And I'm gonna delve away Jace and Inferno Titan. Because I may want to cost Commit Memory at some point. There's days, and I have Resto too. I'm gonna play my land because of the Commit Memory. Let's say I cost that, I want to have as many lands as possible. So Karn is 2 cards. The next card is Karn. So it's not like Teferi. I'm so used to playing with Teferi. True name Nemesis. Alright. It's fine. And if I can ultimate Ugin, this game is probably over. And sure, why not just play Resto? Right. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that seems too good to not do. Especially since Karn is coming next turn. Okay, let's put 7 cards from the hand onto the battlefield. Could lose the balance, but my opponent's not playing white, so let's just dump all the. Actually, let's keep 1 land for Izzet Charm. I don't want to cost Oblivion Ring or cost Click too. Yeah, that seems fine. I can click my opponent. Keeping 1 land in case I want to Izzet Charm it away. Though it's not like I need. I have 16 mana. Probably don't need another land. Imperial Seal, Looter will call a Necromancy. I think the most dangerous card is Necromancy here. You can get a Shriek into play. I could let them keep all the cards. They are drawing Karn next turn. And actually, I'm just gonna let them keep the cards here. None of the cards lose me the game. So they can Necromancy in a Shriek more, and I can Izzet Charm it. And then I can Daze Karn. Yeah, Also have Caracas Vendilion Click. It's a lock, but I don't care if they draw card because I can use days. Or is it chunk, but I'm gonna use days. It's hard, very rare that you get to use days when their opponent has 6 lands. Also I gained 7 life from Uden, so this game looks like it's over. Alright, that's fine. Kills my Resto. Can't kill my Vendilion Click because I have Caracas. Alright. I'm not even gonna bother bounce my Click here. I don't think, because there's no card in their hand I want to take. They have Karn and what was the other card? Forgot. Imperial Seal. No. Kill the looter because it's kind of annoying. I'm gonna Duck Fade and have it, so let's attack. And then I'm gonna Sour of Temptation the Shriek more. Threatening lethal next turn, and then I'm gonna actually it's more precise to cast Duck Fade first. Let's go some lands. Cast Sour. I'm gonna bounce my Click and kick them in the draw step. That should be that. I don't want to show them Dragonlord Order Tie. I think I can win without it. It's a little risky, but not very risky. Because I get to take a card here. Karn, Imperial Seal. So I just let them have this, and whatever they kill with Karn doesn't matter. Because I have 5 damage, at least. So you can play Karn, exile whatever, and that's game. Because all my creatures have evasion. Oh yeah, I forgot. They could do that. Fine. It's fine. Sometimes space out a little bit. Alright, so this game gonna take a little bit longer then. Let's start by using Duck Fade. Ooh, okay. Means I can't get decked. Let's go to Mountain and actually let's discard Ulamog so I don't get decked randomly. Then I can and do the same trick again. And I can on a card on my click, but then I kill him with Dragon Lord all the time. Alright. Played a little bit loose there at the end, but I guess when you're ahead so much, you play a little bit sloppy. It's a good lesson. When you are ahead, you should tighten up the game. I usually play very sloppy when I'm ahead. Especially if it's a low stake like cube. Can't see anything I want to sideboard in here, so I'm just gonna be fine. Could sideboard in Supreme Verdict against True Name, I guess. Magma yet seems kind of bad, so let's put in Supreme, and at that point place a mountain with a plains. There we go. I think it's good to have an extra answer to True Name Nemesis. Extra answer, I mean the only answer. I don't have any other answers to True Name because I don't think my mana can support Council's Judgment, although I guess the same is true for Supreme Verdict. But Supreme Verdict also gets other cards, Shriek Maw. Alright, go back. And this hand, however, I'm gonna mulligan because I don't even have Gilded Lotus. This is better. Can't cast Izzet Charm, but I can cast almost everything else if I draw some lands. And looking for a land here with a Scry. That's not a land, it's close now. Oh, we're having Ponder. Okay, Fire Ice is not bad. It means I can tap something in. Just remove draw step and put it on upkeep. What you can do with Fire Ice is to tap a land in their upkeep. You can also kill that. But because I didn't draw a land, I really need to draw a land. So even though it would be... I could also tap their loot to deny them. Actually, that seems better. I think them having a land or not might not matter, but I don't want them to loot. Oh, it's too late. I didn't have a stop at the beginning of combat. Alright, let's cast Ice on their island. It's gonna end up the same because they can't cast anything now. Ooh, Daze. I can't cast it. So. I mean, not for the alternative cost. Okay, so I didn't have a stop at the beginning of combat, which is probably something, I always have that, but for some reason I did. It must be when I clicked draw, I removed the beginning of combat. Alright, we can't do anything. I mean, we can hard cast Daze. Which is not too impressive. But it's better than nothing. Show and tell, wow. That is risky business. I almost wanted them to cast it. It seems pretty good in their deck. They have Necromancy, so that's a good combo. Necromancy plus loot. Hostage take. Okay. I can take my Sovereign. Ponder. Okay. Chooses to not shuffle. Okay. Maldrift to draw 2 cards. I'm gonna daze it. Basically, you have to daze when you can. And they draw lands, they have more fodder for loot. So I could either Izzet Charm the creature or just hold it up to counter something. Oblivion Ring, I think I want to save for a Planeswalker. I'm gonna let them loot one more time, and if they don't cost anything, I can then miss a turn to loot. Defect. That's pretty good with the loot. Alright, so now I think I just kill the loot. Because I don't want them to get fodder for Defect. So that actually changed my decision a little bit. Man, I really need lands. I don't want to Oblivion Ring Defect. I don't think the card's doing too much. I'm playing 18 lands. Okay, time to draw Supreme Verdict. Although not now. Not now. There's a land, so now I could draw Supreme at some point. Taking 2 here. I guess Ugin also works against True Name, but that is 8 mana, so I would have to resolve Gilded Lotus first. And True Name is pretty good against my Planeswalkers too. Can target it, and it's gonna clock them for free. Hope they attack with Death right here. No, okay. It's a little bit too much to ask, I guess. Mana Vault, it's a good card. That's free, and then it doesn't untap. You can untap it for 4. But just 1 mana at 3 colorless is great. Bribery. Alright, I hope that they select a legend. I can bounce it back. So hopefully they take Dragon. I guess I can't bounce Dragonlord or Orgitide this turn, but next turn. It's the worst they can get. Ulamog. But then Ulamog I can just bounce with Karakas. I hope they take Ulamog. That would be hilarious. Now, if I take Ulamog, I have to decide whether to cast Restoration Angel or bounce it. Because if I cast Restoration Angel, yeah, I took Ulamog. Right, so do I want to cast Restoration Angel or use Karakas? I'm gonna have to use Karakas at some point. I guess if I draw a land, I'd rather cast Gilded Lotus. If I don't draw a land, it's probably fine. I guess my opponent realized it. So what do I want to do? I think I'm not even gonna attack my opponent for a while, so yeah. I think it's better. Ooh, I think I got rewarded here. So I'm gonna cast Gilded Lotus because my plan this game is to cast Ugin and exile everything. My opponent realized it. So yeah, okay. So I could Oblivion Ring, but I'm gonna sweep the cards away next turn anyway. I could Oblivion Ring the Mana Vault, but I don't think I need to do that. Okay. Hopefully they don't have a counterspell now. I think they would counter Gilded Lotus. So hopefully just cast some expensive colored permanent here. Yeah. I've probably made that mistake too at some point. You don't think of Karakas in the cube, really. Come on, tap out for no, not Necromancy. Send and draw cards. Revoke. Are they gonna name Ugin? That would be gross. May have to Chandra away them first. Gilded Lotus. Oh yeah, of course, Gilded Lotus. That was unfortunate. So now I can't cast Ugin. Could Cost Chandra. Sweep away I can't sweep away True Name because it is damage. Could also cost Teferi. And then Teferi dies. So Deathright puts me to 6. Mana Confidence puts me to 5. True Name puts me to 2. I'm dead to any sword. So maybe Teferi is better. But Teferi doesn't deal with Deathright, so yeah. Yeah. Thoughts on Chandra? Chandra's dealing 2. And I guess they respond with Deathright. Would be the 5. And then either kill Chandra or attack me. I'm gonna untap Mana Vault, which usually is a sign that you don't have too much to do in your hand. Okay, so he attacked me. Play a land. Cost Ugin. This way. Can't get Spell Pierced, and I don't have to tap Mana Confidence, and I get to keep open Caracas. And -3. Then I don't really want to discard my hand, so I guess I just attack for 6. My opponent could have a big play next turn with the Mana Vault, but it has to be good. And I have Caracas for some, I don't know, if there's a big legend coming out. Like Griselbrand, I don't care about at all because they can't afford to pay life because Chandra kills them and Caracas gets bounced. So it's looking pretty good, but this is cube, so anything can happen. 5 card, okay, that's fine. Can't kill any of my planeswalkers. This only bounces legendary creatures, by the way, before someone suggests I want to bounce my planeswalker. Think Ugin is a bigger threat than Chandra here? Yeah. No, Chandra can kill Karn. Or I can cast Ulamog. First things first, let's try to kill Karn. We could have repeal, but in that case I can use Ulamog to Karn. So I think I'm not going to play around repeal, I want to put them on a clock here. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 mana. So I can go down to 1. And cast Ulamog, which blows up a swamp. Yeah, I don't see that the difference between Oh, it's 11, sorry. Oh, yeah. Okay. I can't cast a level. I have 1 mana short. In that case, just go with Teferi. And draw a card. And have Restoration in your battle ready. Then I can kill the next turn with Chandra, Restoration and Wandering Funeral. If I survive this turn. Alright. Good clean living. Round number 2. I think this hand is a little too expensive. I'm too all in on the Gilded Lotus. Oh, Soldering, that's much better. Don't have any blue, but I can have a turn 3 Gilded Lotus, which could then give me some other things. So if I'm not getting disrupted, this could be a great hand. Yeah, I get a Scry. Jace. It's normally very good, but I don't have any blue mana. And I don't even have a 5th mana for Gilded Lotus, so I'm gonna be very sad to put Jace on the bottom. Can draw some cards with Treasure Cruise. Ponder. Second round. First round opponent also have Ponder. Item would be a good draw here. Not shuffle. Commit Memory. No blue mana though. But any land and... oh, never mind. Though, I can take Gilded Lotus, but if I draw this any land, blue land, I can Izzet Charm and Mesmeric Fiend. Or even commit it. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna pass here because I can't cast Gilded Lotus anyway, and this way, if they have Thoughtseize, I don't get owned. They already played a land. They could go Mox and Thoughtseize. I mean, I could play around Force of Will, that seems. So I could also kill the Kite Sailor and I could commit the Mesmeric Fiend, but I don't really need to get back commit memory just yet, so I think this is better. Alright, that's not too bad. Cast Gilded Lotus and cast a Dark Fade. I'm gonna loot here even though I don't really want to discard anything, because this helps me make Treasure Cruise cheaper. I already have Force of Will. Okay, Interesting that they wouldn't force a will any of the either Izzet Charm or Kill Lotus. Maybe they have an answer. They exiled Glenland Archmage. That was a card I couldn't beat anyway. So, Ashok. Okay, that's good. Okay, so they got Restoration Angel and they got Oblivion Ring, One Ring Funeral. Alright, so it's time to cast Treasure Cruise. I think I'm exiling both those cards. Okay. That's also a thing that could happen. Got Ulamog, so now that was one of the ways I could avoid getting decked. I got Daze. Okay. Burial Rites. I need to draw Ugin pretty fast. Ugin would be very good though. I'm not gonna concede just yet because Ugin is still an out. I can still draw Ugin. Alright, I think we're done here. Guess I could have killed Freebooter and committed something, but then probably dying to Ashok anyway. Little premature scoop, maybe. I think I want Council's Judgment against that Ashok. That's a pretty annoying card. And Magmayet seems bad, and then I want to remove a mountain for a plate. So here we go. And yeah, this is good. This is very good. Turn 2 deck Faden. Gonna get the loot train started. Of course, if they have Force of Will, then. But it's hard for me to have deck Faden with Izzet Charm backup. Start looting here. And got Plains and one of the 6 drops, I guess. Chandra is probably worse than Inferno Titan in most scenarios. Okay, draw 2, discard 1. They did have Burial, right? So they have a Reanimate to Subfield, although they just discarded a land. Alright. I think I'm going to discard Ulamog. I don't have a sneak attack. And I may need all these lands. Next turn I may be able to cast Inferno Titan if I draw a mountain, and like Faden can help with that. Almost the ultimate could actually be good with. With Lizard Charm now. I hope they don't have Force of. Ooh, that was a sick draw. There's Chandra again. Nice, that's actually pretty good. So now I think I discard Plains and Island. And could cost Chandra, I could cost Inferno Titan. I think Teferi is the best card here. It's because Inferno Titan doesn't kill any creatures, Chandra Flamethrower doesn't draw any creature. My opponent just conceded. Okay. I probably conceded too early last game, so I guess that makes us even. Maybe I want Magma yet because it kills his Freebooter and his Mesmeric Fiend. It's possible this sneak attack is not very good against him. So maybe just take out that. Seems he has counter spells Ashiok. It just seems hard. And I can put in this card. Seems like a reasonable effect to have. I hope to get lucky with the man. That's the key to Magic. Try to get lucky. It seems like a solid hand. Some early plays. I have no white mana, so that's unfortunate, but you gotta believe in the heart of the cards. The heart of the cards. Yeah. So one thing to note, if they have Mesmeric Fiend, I cannot respond to the trigger because then I would just lose it. But if they have Freebooter, I could respond to the trigger with some of my 2 damage spells. Alright, looks like Plains, okay. So I can counter Ashiok, that's good. I can counter that too. I'll probably have to. If they have Force, so well, it's pretty aggressive to use it there. Alright, second blue at least gives me access to Sour of Temptation. I'm not gonna Magma yet them, they have some 2 damage cards. Ooh. Right, now I really want to cycle that. Tap their Island. Okay, maybe Plains, pretty bad. This sideboard card did not work out. That is for sure. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I mean, what choice do I have? Force Win, okay. I mean, that's gonna happen anyway. They just go Exile Dragon Lord Ojota. I guess since I played Karakas, that's pretty smart. Okay, that's actually very good because if I control that, they still got to draw 2 cards. Ooh. Spare on Spell Pierce. And Brainstorm. And actually scry away the bad cards, which are unexpectedly absent, and I actually think Sour of Temptation is not great here. Also, Ugin seems bad. Okay, do it like that. Text my Jace. Okay, they have spell plus. In that case, it would have been better to wait. What are you gonna do? It's gonna be a grindy game for sure. Ponder. So they can attack Jace down to 1. Funny thing is that Ashiok is not even that bad for me because I get rid of some of my bad cards. Not shuffle. Scary. Scary stuff. Alright, so now I actually need Ugin pretty bad. So Chandra can only deal 4. I'm gonna brainstorm here. I don't think Jace is gonna live anyway. Alright, so I'm going to not be able to treasure cruise for a while. So let's put treasure cruise and unexpectedly absent back. I can play a land. And I can play Gilded Lotus and Sour the Grave Titan. And then next turn I can cast Ugin, because if they deal with Sour, they probably can't deal with Ugin. So, and if they can't deal with any of them, then Grave Titan lives, and that's presumably pretty good. Oh no. That was just unbelievable. So they had both a counterspell and a removal spell. That was just insane. That's just unreal. So they kill Jace, deal me 4. I have 3 answers, but they can counter 2 of them. I have 9 mana. Actually, I can maybe get out of this. So I have 9 mana. 10 mana even, so I can Oblivion Ring. They counter it, and then I go Ugin -6. So I'm still... No, actually I'm not. Then I can... I'm 1 mana short. And I can cast Chandra. And -2. And then next turn I can Ugin. Hopefully they cast a colored permanent here. Not draw counterspell. Wouldn't even mind Ashiok. And Destruction would be bad though. Ah, you have got to be kidding me, man. Oh my god. You have got to be kidding me. Alright. So I have 9 mana. But Treasure Cruise, I can maybe get them. So let's start by doing that. Then I can do that for 6, and then you can either choose to counter that or not. But now I'm in trouble because Ugin is all I have left. So even if they, yeah, right, so they want it and they're ready. Oh yeah, they have unburial rights. And it's just unbelievable. I can't take this anymore. All right, thank you for watching. That was just my opponent had 3 insane cards in a row to defeat. So yeah.